Alright, today I'll be teaching you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Now it's a pretty basic solution, so like all you professionals out there, no, it's not the greatest way to do it, but I think it's the easiest way to learn. So, some basic background of the Rubik's Cube is what you need to know is what happens is the centers of each side, they will not move. So by knowing that information, that none of these centers will move, you know that the piece that has to go right there has to be white on that side and blue on that side. Because if you want to get this whole side blue, since that piece cannot move, you know that this side has to be blue, because that cannot move. So knowing that this side cannot move, you know that has to be blue, that has to be white. So what you do is you memorize algorithms to put those pieces in those places. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you, is these algorithms to memorize what goes where. So knowing that this side has to be white and blue, white and red, white and green, white and orange, we're going to make a cross to start out with. So I'm going to be doing it on the white side, starting out on the white side, because I think that's the easiest side to show you with. So, what you want to do is you want to make your cross. We already have one piece in the right place for our cross. We have the white and the red piece. So we need to find the white and the blue piece. So we search around for it, and I found it right there, white and blue. So, we're going to get it back to that original side, and for this one, it has to go there, and it has to go on this side of it. So I just put it on that side. There's no algorithm you have to memorize for this. You just need to get a basic feel for the first cross to know how to do it. So you just need to find a piece for the white and the orange, and the white and the orange piece has to go there. It has to correspond to there, so we find it. So it's right there. So we need to switch it around, it looks like, on the bottom. I just switched it around. And since we know that it has to go there, for this one, all we have to do is turn it up. So we have three, so we're missing one piece. We're missing the white and the green. So we need to find it, and it looks like it's right there. So for this one, we're going to just turn it like this. Or, no, like this. Like this. Alright, so we have our cross, but it doesn't look right, but we need to turn it. So there we go. So we have our cross. We have all the right pieces. We have the white and orange, white and blue, see it corresponds, white and red, white and green. So, knowing that you make the cross like that, you know that the corner pieces have to be the same. So for this piece, it has to be white on this side, orange on this side, and green on this side. So let's find that white, orange, and green piece. So I found it right here, white, orange, or orange and green. So for this one, you can memorize an algorithm to get it, so it's a little bit easier. But what you need to do is, for that bottom piece, you need to turn it. You just need to keep flipping it. So I found it until it looks like this. So we have our white cross until it's orange on this side, white on this side, and green on the bottom. So what you need to do is you need to turn the bottom until the orange matches up with the orange. See? This is where it needs to go right here. So it needs to be, whatever piece you're doing, it needs to be orange on this side, white on this side, and green on this side. So for this one, we have an algorithm to memorize. So I'm going to show you this algorithm right now. Okay, so if we go over here, basic thing about algorithms, because you can look these up online. So front, if it just has an F, that means front clockwise. If it has an F and an apostrophe, that means front counterclockwise. So we're going to scroll down. Our first layer, that's what it's called. It's going to be right counterclockwise, bottom counterclockwise, and right clockwise. Alright? That's our first layer. So, since we have our piece in the right place, remember our orange like that, we're going to right counterclockwise, bottom counterclockwise, and right clockwise. So that just puts our piece in the right place. So now we have the white, the orange, and the green. So now that we have the white, orange, and the green in the right place, we need to do the other side. So we need white, blue, and orange. So we need to find that, or since we already have one situated right, remember? So since we have the red, blue, and the white, and it's in the correct way, it's red on this side, blue on this side, and white on this side. You just want to find your pieces so that they're white on the right side. So we have it in the right place, so we do right counterclockwise, bottom counterclockwise, right clockwise. So we have our two other white pieces right there and there. So we need to get those on the bottom, but white on the right side. So we're just going to turn this one until we get it to where it's white on the right. So you just keep flipping it around like that. Make sure you don't screw up everything that you have up here. So we have white on the right side for this one. It's the green, red, and white piece. So since we're going to match up green with green, right counterclockwise, bottom counterclockwise, right clockwise. We're missing one piece. It's right there. But white is not on the right side. You see that? It's on the left side. So we need to just flip it until we get it on the right side. So it looks like it's still not on the right side. So we'll just flip it again. Making sure not to mess up that top thing that we already have. So we got it in the right place now. Right counterclockwise, bottom counterclockwise, right clockwise. Okay, now we have the top layer. It's all in the right place. We got green matching with the green, red matching with the red, blue matching with the blue, and orange matching with the orange. Now we do what's called the second layer, which is this all middle place. Sorry for the cat messing around. I don't know what it's doing. Got the second layer. Alright? So knowing that these don't move, the piece that needs to go right there is blue on this side and red on this side. So we need to find that blue and red piece. It's right here. So we turn that till it gets to blue and red, and you want to match it up so the piece that's going right there is blue on the side it needs to be blue. See, so for if we were going to do the red and green side, the piece that needs to go right there, or better yet, this orange and green piece right here, see how the orange doesn't match up? Because that's green and orange, and it's green on the bottom, and the green doesn't match, like the blue and red piece or whatever we just did. Yeah. See how the blue's on the right side, so that's good to go. So that's when we memorize the second layer algorithm, which we have over here. Middle layer. Here we go. See it? I'm going to put these down in the description too, so you can memorize those. But that's our second layer. So what we do now is we do that second layer, and we got to get it situated right. So since that's situated right, we can go ahead and do it. So it's going to do that, that. I know that was fast, but I have it on the description so you can memorize that. But since these other ones aren't right, we're going to have to turn them like we did the first layer was the ones that weren't right to get them right. So what you can do, this one's in the right place, so we can go ahead and do that. And alright, so all these turned out to be, since we've been doing it, they're starting to turn out. Sometimes it does that, but you're just going to need to fool around with it. Here, if we go ahead and do this. Okay, so now we have one that's not situated right, like this one. See how it's not green? It's orange, and it needs to go right there. So what we're going to need to do is you can do, instead of doing the first one in the algorithm, which is down clockwise, we're just going to leave it there and do the same thing without the down clockwise in the beginning. So we're just going to do this. Instead of doing the down clockwise, just go ahead and do that same algorithm without the down clockwise as the beginning. Just cut out that one. So now what we did is we put a different one there, but we switched this one to where it's right now. You see? It used to be orange right there, now it's green. That's because we just did that. So now we're just going to do that same algorithm again, but we're going to add the down clockwise now. And now we got it in the right place. So you're just going to go ahead and do that second layer with that algorithm. See how this one switched to? So we're just going to omit that down clockwise as the beginning. And now we got it in the right place. So we do the down clockwise, we put that back, do that same algorithm. And And for if you're wondering, what I'm doing is we're acting as this is the top, front, right, left, back, bottom. Okay? Those algorithms are kind of hard to understand sometimes. That's the way. So now we got our second layer. Now everything's in the right place. So we got the top two layers. Now it's time for the hardest layer, which is the last layer. Now I'm going to stop the video because I've been going for 10 minutes now, and I'll do a second part for the last layer.